Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Keller 101 here, also known as the name of Ethan Everhart. And yes, in 4 days' time, it'll officially have been 2 months since my computer died. And we're making progress, slowly but surely, but it feels like every single time we get a win, we hit another snag. Quick lightning round, well, not lightning round, but just quickly what happened. At first they refused to turn on, so I was like, okay, it seems like it's the power supply, so replace the power supply. Nope, that's not the problem. Okay, I guess maybe it's this motherboard. Replace the motherboard, and oops, the CPU we have is now no longer fits in the new motherboard. So okay, I guess we gotta get a new CPU then. Oh yes, yes, but no, that's not quite the problem either. It would turn on for about 6 seconds and then turn back off and turn back on again. Like not connecting to a monitor at all. Just it would power on, stay on for 6 seconds, then power back off again, rinse and repeat. So okay, fine. Let's replace everything. We'll replace the motherboard, replace the CPU, replace the RAM. See if we get it from one company rather than Frankensteining the parts together. See if it makes it work. That was earlier this week, and further progress, but still no success. We got all the components put in. It's a much bigger motherboard than what I've had, and I actually discovered that apparently the case I have is now too small for the motherboard. Well, correction. It's not too small for the motherboard, but it's too small for the motherboard and the power supply. If we put the power supply in, it's now squishing down, I think it's the PCI ports, I think what it was. It's the parts, it's the ports that hold the graphics card, but I don't really have additional graphics cards, so that's not a problem, but I can't screw in the power supply because it's going to squish the motherboard. It doesn't work. So we had to really kind of Frankenstein and actually screw in the power supply backwards on the outside just so we could access the motherboard and put the things in. So yeah, it's a computer cable with a big wart on it that is the power supply on the outside of it. Instead of facing inwards, it's facing outwards. But it's like, okay, at least for testing purposes, this will work? Question mark? Yeah, for testing purposes, it worked. For computer purposes, it did not. The computer turned on. It turned on and it stayed on. But then we tried to hook up a monitor to it, and nothing. Nothing showed up on the monitor. I hooked up via HDMI, and it wasn't. My dad noticed on the motherboard, it looked like there was a light on next to VGA. I was like, or I think VGA is the symbol, but basically it's an older style older style monitor, which is strange because that motherboard does not have the capabilities to connect with that kind of monitor. Why are you looking for a monitor you can't connect to? Everything, you press the power button, everything turns on, you hear the whirring, it looks like it's fine. You plug in the monitor to the HDMI and nothing. I don't know, but hopefully, yeah, the computer turning on is a big step forward. So it seems like it's on, although it turns off. You press the off button and it turns off pretty quickly, which I know my other one did not. You press the off button and it was almost like it was starting to just, okay, now taking the process to, well, maybe, I had things running. Maybe it comes up, I don't know, but it seems to turn off much faster than it used to. And I don't know, maybe that's an improvement, or maybe it's just, I don't know, but yeah, I have no idea. Again, hopefully this is maybe just browse some forums, maybe find out why it's trying to search for a VGA instead of the HDMI, and maybe we can get it fixed that way. I don't know. It feels like you should just be able to plug these things in and it works, but apparently no. So we're gonna be at least another week or two. I don't know why I'm estimating. I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping just another week or two. But I've been hoping that for about 2 months now. So my hopes is if wishes and wants were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas, I think is what they say. If wishes and wants were candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas. Yeah, I think that's a saying or a song. I don't know. But yeah. So crap, question of the week. I had one and I lost it. Oh, I guess so I asked a few weeks ago about your favorite kind of consoles and what games you played on them, but I excluded, I think, mobile and PC. So let's go there. What would you say if you play any PC games? What's your favorite PC game? For me, it's a little hard to say. I mean, I play on my channel right now exclusively Auction Not Included because it's a fun game. I enjoyed it. But growing up, I would say the games I played the most were Age of Empires and Civilization. Specifically, I think it was Civ 3, 4. I want to say it was Civ 3, but I feel like I've looked at Civ 3 gameplay recently and said, like, that's not the game I played. It might have been Civ 4. It's for anyone that plays Civilization. It's the one that came out before the Alpha Centauri version. I think actually now I think it was Civ 4. I think that's the one I played. But that Civ 4 and Age of Empires, specifically Age of Empires. Crap! Now I'm testing myself. I think it was Age of Empires 3. I know that the full title was Age of Empires: The Conqueror's Expansion. It was the game. You played as Joan of Arc in one, and also Attila the Hun in another. And those are the games I think I played the most on PC. That and of course Age of Mythology as the expansion to Age of Empires. I think I probably played. Eventually, I think I played the Age of Mythology much more than Age of Empires, but the campaign. Well, campaign-wise, I definitely made more in Age of Mythology because something I hate in Age of Empires, for anyone that plays, I hate the wonders. Those things, when I play against the computer player, I disable those immediately because those just, it just feels like it's not cheap. It is hard to build and it takes a long time, but you build it and instant win. That's it. And I hate that. And at one point in the campaign, I think it was in a campaign where you're playing as Joan of Arc, the AI starts building a wonder right off the bat, and you have to stop them. And it's like, yeah, no, I can't, not gonna do that. It's not happening. And at that point, I kind of got stumped in the campaign, so I kind of stopped playing it. I'm pretty sure it was Age of Empires 3. It definitely wasn't 4. It might have been 2, but I think it was 3. I think it was Age of Empires 3. I was a kid also in the creative mode, I would load up a random map and then fill it completely with all resources, like every square I could. I wouldn't erase trees, but I would fill it up with, I think, gold. What was it? Gold, stone, and berry bushes. I would completely fill up every square inch of the map with those resources, so that you would have to literally harvest your way out of your starting zone. With the villagers, sometimes they get trapped, and the best way out is through a berry bush. So I basically have like the berry has 150 things of berries in it, and your villager can only carry 10. So I make them gather up 10, then I assign them their gold, so they have to drop the berries, and then assign them back to the berries again, just so that they could get back to the town center and actually bring the resources back. Though I was very disappointed because what I wanted to do, I wanted to stockpile all these resources, and I had hoped the AI would do so as well, so that when we finally got to each other, we'd have this huge stockpile of resources. Whoa, drop the phone. Okay, continuing. Gonna pretend that didn't happen. I definitely did not drop the phone. Don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, build stockpile of resources, and I hope that the AI would do so as well, so that we'd all, big, massive war in units, and no, the AI was dumb. The AI was very dumb. They did not figure out how to do that. I get to them, and the villagers are still just standing still, like they're not doing anything. I'm just like, what are you doing? But yeah, anyways, ranted a little too much. But yeah, let me know in the comments, if you play PC games, what is your favorite PC game of all time? What do you have the most hours in? Oh, yeah, I guess Terraria as well. Terraria is another game that I played for ages. The game I have the most hours in right now is XCOM Enemy Unknown, followed by now Auction Not Included. Auction Not Included is almost surpassing Enemy Unknown, and then I think Terraria is probably next. But yeah, anyways, at the risk of, I'm not going to risk dropping the phone again, so I'll leave this video here. Let me know, what was your favorite PC game? And again, I really, really, really hope within the next couple weeks, within next week, if all possible, to have the computer fixed again, but only time will tell. Anyways, hopefully I'll see you guys again soon, but in case I don't see you, Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.